For Jeff to get himself into
This was the fight where Jim Jeffries came out of retirement as the Great White Hope to beat Jack Johnson, who was the first black man ever to hold the title of World's Heavyweight Champion.
It said that no man living can tie Jeffries up in close. When Johnson heard this, he said that he was not only going to tie Jeffries up in the clinches, but that he was going to actually twist Jeff's arms behind his back in order to completely neutralize the strength of the challenger. Let's go back in time 3 more years to 1907, when Jeffries, in vest and long shirt sleeves, was introduced at the Burns Squires Championship fight. Jeffries weighed 334 pounds. Now you can see the almost impossible job Jeff had getting back to his fighting weight of 220. Unbelievably, you are looking at a 226-pound Jim Jeffries. Jeff has done what many experts had predicted was virtually impossible. He has recaptured his fighting form and shed over 110 pounds in the process.
At one point, Corbett called out, "Why don't you do something, Johnson? Why don't you do something?" And Johnson just looked at him and said, "I'm just fighting like you did, Mr. Corbett."
Free heavyweight who laid claim to the crown. Burns lost his title December 26, 1908, just 2 years ago.
As Jeffries tried to come in behind that long left, and he always fought with his left down. And he tried to push him, and he tried to shove him. And Johnson would just hug him in the early rounds. And then when Jeffries would hug him back, he would holler, "No hugging me, Mr. Jeff, no hugging me."
Smashing right hand by Johnson is followed by a jolting right uppercut.
He starts verbal side play with James Corbett, who's in Jeffries' corner, and they're taunting each other. And Jack Johnson is used to this, and Corbett's idea was to make Jack Johnson mad. By the round 6 or 7, Corbett is so furious, his face is red, he can't take it very much longer.
The ring. Here in round 15, he rushes Jeff against the ropes and lands a hard right uppercut. He follows it up with 3 left hooks, and Jeffries goes down for the first time in his entire professional career. The crowd leaps to its feet at the shock of what's happened.
He who had never been knocked down was knocked down repeatedly. As he lay across the lower rope while the seconds were told off, a cry that had in it tears and abject broken pride went up. Don't let the nigger knock him out. Don't let the nigger knock him out.
Jeffries' side called it quits. The fight was over.